Hello everybody and welcome back! Last time, after going through some information regarding the new ranks in the dual elemental classes, we spoke with Lady Lyanna and she told us to ignore Lord Hammond's kidnapping and continue on our journey, and she also hinted at Ivan's true past. Now, today we're actually going to go back and revisit some familiar places. So, let's head out. There's a cave here. We have the Kalai tunnel entrance, but there is not much we can do in the meantime, so we'll ignore it for now. And we want to head up north. And if you remember, this same bridge that I'm standing on is the bridge that was broken at the beginning of the game, that forced Lord Hammond to head north towards Lumpa. And here we have some very old enemies. Alright, let's continue. So, today we're going to be spending the video mostly on Bolt. So I think the first thing that we should do is actually go speak with the mayor. See if he has any news for us. Oh, Isaac, you come back to Bolt! Ever since you left, all sorts of crazy things have been happening. Those thieves you caught have escaped from jail. We were worried that they might come after you. Have you run into them? We have not. Well, that is good, but be careful. There is no telling what they might do. Interesting, so our small merry band of thieves escaped, and it seems that they were seeking revenge. And we have a new prisoner here. I hit somebody, so they put me in here. What I did was stupid, wasn't it? Yes, it was. Anyways, the main reason we're here actually is, if you recall way back in, I believe, episode 6, or way back, there was a Venus gem that we saw, but we couldn't get it yet. Well, we're going to do that right now. And if you remember, back then I touched this bell and caused it to become scared and jump over to that platform. This always resets, so make sure that you do this again. Alright, you want to make sure that he is at the very top there. Alright, so now, after going through Lamakan Desert and obtaining the reveal synergy, you most likely always react like this anytime you see any weird formation of either rocks or graves. So as you may have figured out already, we can use reveal here, and we have the Vault Cave. This is an entirely new dungeon that is completely optional. You do not have to go through this to complete the main story. But anyways, let's head on out here, and we have a chest. And in it contains our fourth mimic. This one is level 19, it has 690 HP, 42 synergy, 201 attack, 56 defense, 89 agility and 13 luck. Its elemental resistances are 100 Venus, 25 Mars, 152 Jupiter and 127 Mercury, and it has a Jupiter elemental power of 105. It normally yields 321 experience points, which then become 417 if we finish him off with a Mars gem. He drops 356 coins, which then become 462, and there is a guaranteed drop of a vial. He has, of course, as for his commands, he has the basic attack, and he shares all the other skills that every mimic has, such as sleep, debilitate and side drain, but his unique skill is the Sonic Slash synergy, which is a Jupiter attack with a power rating of 120. It has a cost of 20 synergy and a range of 5. Alright, so let's see if we can get the EXP boost on this guy. Let's go a few full rounds of attacking, and then we'll mostly leave Garrett to finish him off, hopefully. Alright, So he has almost 700 hit points, so a few rounds of this should be, and then going with Fever and Scorch should finish him. Alright, so I'm going to defend. Let's go ahead and use Scorch because he might actually stun him. I'm going to use Impact to make Garrett's attacks even stronger. His attack rises by 46, that's a pretty good buff. 174, that's pretty nice. And we got it, nice. 417 and 462. And a vial. Cool. Let's set Scorch and let's continue. Alright, so we want to go this way. And as you can see, there's a section of the cave that is flooded. Let's head down here, and we have a preview of what the biggest puzzle will be in the vault caves. This one in particularly is hardly a puzzle, but you'll see what I mean soon. Alright, let's see what's behind this wall of leaves. We got another chest. And we got a Vambrace. Let's check it out. So this is a neat piece of equipment that boosts your defense and your attack slightly. In this case, since Isaac has pretty low attack, I'm going to, compared to Garrett at the very least, I'm going to equip it to him. Now here we have a pretty simple puzzle, so I'm just going to go ahead and set a shortcut for Frost. I think I missed there. No, I got it. We just have to create a path with the ice pillars. So I wanted to address this now. Isaac has been carrying that Arctic Blade for quite a while now, and technically there are better weapons at the armor shops for him, but I've been holding off on buying anything because we'll get a chance to get a much better weapon for him soon. Alright. And we have a new enemy. This is a Ghost Mage. It is level 15. He has 161 hit points, 19 synergy, 168 attack, 43 defense, 86 agility and 9 love. Its elemental resistances are 48 Venus, 72 Mars, 7 Jupiter and 100 Mercury. And it has a Venus elemental power of 100 as well as a Jupiter elemental power of 95. It normally yields 80 experience points, which then become 104 if we finish him off with a Jupiter gem. It drops 110 experience points, coin drops, which then become 143, and there is a 1 in 16 chances that then become a 1 in 4 that he'll drop a Bramble Seed. As for his attacks, he has his commands, he has the basic attack, and there is a 25% chance that he'll use that. He has a monster skill called Haunting, which may inflict the Haunt status as a range of 1, and there's a 25% chance that he'll use it. And he has the very familiar Whirlwind synergy with a 25% chance, and the Spire synergy, which also has a 25% chance that he'll use it. And we get to attack first. Nice. So we should be able to deal with them in one round. Alright, we got it. So, I believe... yeah, no. This is not the way. We have to proceed this way first, I believe. This is the one dungeon that I often get lost. So yeah, I went the wrong way. Apologies. It's not that big of a dungeon actually, but for some reason I always get lost in it. This should be the right way. Alright. And we have two new enemies. First of all, let's go over the Gargoyle. It is level 16. It has 176 hit points, 21 synergy, 181 attack, 81 defense, 59 agility and 7 luck. Its elemental resistances are 48 Venus, 100 Mars, 127 Jupiter and 100 Mercury. And it has a Venus elemental power of 100 as well as a Mercury elemental power of 100. It normally yields 84 experience points, which then become 109 if we finish him off with a Venus gene. It drops 119 coins, which then become 154, and there is a 1 in 32 chances that then become a 1 in 8 that will drop a sleep bomb. Now, as for its commands, he has the basic attack, and there is a 50% chance that he'll use it. He has a monster skill called Ice Breath, which is a Mercury attack with a power rating of 50, a range of 3, and there is a 12.5% chance that he'll use it. And then he has the Quake's Fierce synergy with a 12.5% chance that he'll use it, and the Guard synergy with a 25% chance that he'll use it. Moving on, we have the Cave Troll. It is also level 16. It has 212 hit points, and similar to the inferior version, the Troll, it also has a passive regenerating ability. It recovers 20 hit points at the end of every round. It has no synergy. It has 199 attack, 45 defense, 44 agility and 3 luck. Its elemental resistances are 48 Venus, 25 Mars, 72 Jupiter and 48 Mercury. And it has a Venus elemental power of 100. It normally yields 106 experience points, which then become 137 if we finish him off with a margin. It drops 134 coins, which then become 174. And there is a 1 in 16 chances that then become a 1 in 4 that he'll drop a nut. As for his basic commands, he has the basic attack, and there is a 75% chance that he'll use it. And he has a monster skill called Brute Force, which is a Venus attack with an additional 22 points of damage, and there is a 25% chance that he'll use that. So, let's go ahead and finish these ones. They are pretty tough, but we should be fine. Alright, and Isaac level up, nice. Alright, let's see. Okay, so we can push this button and that one completely drained the water. Cool. Now let's go down. And this is the biggest puzzle I was talking about. We simply have to put the pillar on fire on the little flame pressure plate, but we have to be careful of the falling droplets. So just for this puzzle I'm going to set a shortcut for move, and basically what you have to do is, as soon as the droplet falls, use move as quickly as possible. There, nice. And we have to take the long way around here. Let me move this out of the way. So yeah, even though technically we've seen Garrett summon immense fireballs in combat, he cannot use fire to light up the pillar once it's been once the water falls on it, so whatever. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah, alright, we got it. And now we have our way back. So, now we just go this way. And there we have it. A few gargoyles, not too much of a threat. Alright, so let's go up, and I believe we're almost done with the Vault Cave. Indeed we are, and here we have our very elusive Venus gene. The Venus Gene sap joined Isaac. Alright, so let's go into some more detail about this little guy. His effect is that he deals a Venus base attack equal to the user's standard physical attack with an added 50 points of damage, and the user is healed by 50% of the damage dealt. And as for the set stat bonus, he provides a plus 10 to your base HP, plus 3 to your base attack, and plus 1 to your base luck. And one other thing. Now that Isaac has 5 Jinn, technically if you were to trade all of them with Garrett, Garrett would be able to reach yet another rank in the Brute class. However, I'm going to wait until Garrett also has his 5th Mars Gene to go in over detail on that. So, we are done now. I believe that if we use retreat here, it should take us to the other exit. That way we don't have to traverse the entirety of the Vault Cave. Yeah. Alright, cool. So, with that we're basically done with Vault, but there is one thing that I forgot to mention, or I forgot to show the first time we were here. There is an artifact weapon we can actually buy, the very first one. Here we have the magic rod. At the time, right now it's not too expensive, but at the time we were very short on cash, so I didn't want to spend 380 coins on it, but I'll just buy it and showcase it, why not? I'm not going to equip it, but I'll show it in case that we run into any weak enemies. I'll show its unleashed, just for a while. Alright, so we have some time left. How about we go north and see if we can actually do something regarding Master Hammett. So, of course, we have to enter to the West Lumpa Cave because the gate is still closed. Now that we have me, actually, we can use Frost on this puddle, and that opened up the gate. And with that, we have successfully infiltrated Lumpa. Have you been in Lumpa long? No. Oh, so you're a new member of the Lumpas gang? No. Anyway, here you may notice that this rock is in quite an odd position. If we use I keep forgetting which synergies I have shortcuts set to. Sorry. If we use reveal, there we go. Alright, so let's go up and across. And there we can see the guards that will not let us in. And if we use, this is quite odd, if we use reveal here, we push the sparkling thing and a cave shows up. And we have a bunch of chests. And we have some money and a water of life. That's pretty neat. A smoke bomb, it's okay. And a lucky medal. We'll be using those quite soon. An elixir, and finally an antidote. So a couple of those items were pretty good. So let's see if we can actually proceed further into the Lumpa Fortress and maybe rescue Master Hammett. You want to see Dompa? Yes. Dompa is in the fortress. You'll have to go there if you want to see him. But security at the fortress is very tight. So, just as the small child told us, it would seem so. We have 2 guards, and if we try to evade them, don't come any closer to the fortress. They will simply not let us pass. How can the Dompa be so devious? I can't believe he is the son of Dompa. Not even a mouse could enter this fortress while I'm on the watch. So yeah, even though we can enter Lumpa, unfortunately access to the Lumpa Fortress is locked for now. And if we try to go to the shops, I'll sell you as much armor as you like. Once the village is reopened, we cannot actually buy anything. It would seem that as long as the village is in basically lockdown, there is no trading activities or anything. So let's head on out. Okay, so we are done with Bolt, and we did as much as we could in Lumber. Next up, we're going back home. Next up, we're going to... I'll take this chance actually and see if I can show off the Unleash for the Magic Rod. If Ivan doesn't kill them in one hit. And we're back in Vale. Alright, so next time we're going to fully explore Vale, revisit our family, and maybe see if we can find something else with our newly acquired synergy. See you guys then.